Toronto Huskies. Toronto didn't get an NBA team until '95. I was like, one. Huh. I was like basically born. I was actually probably like born when the Raptors were actually came in the league. Well, I do like them jerseys though. I do like them jerseys. They do put straight fire though.
While in his hometown of Chicago for All-Star Weekend, NBA 2K20 cover athlete Anthony Davis helped unveil the latest 2K Foundations project. 2K Foundations, Xbox, and Ruffles teamed up to renovate the Louis L. Valentine Boys and Girls Club with a refurbished court and a new game room.
That 7 was just a guess.
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court too as they get ready to go to work on the road. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A soaring CN Tower is seen from the waters of Lake Ontario, along with the rest of beautiful downtown Toronto, our setting today. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He lost his mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name Little Mountain. Kevin?
Great story, DA. Thank you. Doris, these two teams hang their hats on their three-point shooting.
They certainly do, Kevin, and the feeling in today's game is you can never have too much shooting. If you have got 5 guys on the floor at any given time, all of whom are a threat, boy, as a coach, what a luxury.
So the Nets starting 5. Durant is out there with Morris. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Musa in at the 3 slot. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry and Powell, the guards. And it's Gasol in at the 5 down low. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Now Irving. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You 2 players.
So it's Brooklyn now. Powell with it. He's picked up by Irving. Powell dishes to Lowry. Back to Gasol. Out to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
There is such incredible awareness and feel for the game. Marc Gasol, such a good passer.
Now here's Irving. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Here's Waiters. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's the Raptors' ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Now here's Gasol. Against Miami, he was really on his game.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Waiters into the lane. Outside Irving. Powell pulls it in. Here's Anunoby. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And there's the pass to Lowry. Back to Anunoby. On deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
I thought, Greg, the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Now here's Durant. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Now here's Lowry following the shot by Kevin Durant. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Here's Siakam. Good, nice job down low.
Well, an aggressive Pascal Siakam is a dangerous Pascal Siakam. Nicely done.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Pass to Musa. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Anunoby.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Powell finds Lowry. And it's sent back by KD.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well, and how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Irving with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Waiters outside. Over Siakam. Bank shot. No good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
Yeah, it's so fun for us as the fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams, what these individual players could be like.
And checking out some numbers for Powell. How last month turned out for him, he's averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here's Durant. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. Kyrie Irving third.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league, and that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
You know, but even so, don't take for granted what this group has done at the free throw line. They deserve a ton of credit for the work they've put in to achieve that level of consistency and excellence.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
And Toronto choosing their team name back in '94. The fans helped them narrow it down, and with dinosaurs all over the silver screen, it helped tilt things towards the Raptors.
And we all remember those early uniforms, those giant velociraptors across the front. Fortunately, they've toned it down a bit since then.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers. These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Now here's Waiters following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Musa with the bucket.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here's Siakam. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Miami.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Here's Irving, trailing by 5. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Lowry. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 3rd in assists, and he's among the top 20 players in 3-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Waiters outside. Irving against Lowry. Just 4 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. No good on that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Waiters. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Irving passes to Waiters. Shoots over Powell. And Waiters kicks to Morris. Pass to Musa. Another shot. Durant trying to break free. That one goes in. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Yeah, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. Jerome passes to Morris. Here's Bembry. Shoots off the step back. Siakam pulls it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Right side Lowry. The pass to VanVleet. Back to Lowry. For the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Brooklyn. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And of course, there's the Raptors, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And when I look at Toronto, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Harris with it. Gasol covering. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. Here's Anunoby. Back to VanVleet. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jerome passes to Caruch. And it's Toronto with the rebound. VanVleet looking around. 1:43 left to play here in the first. And here is Siakam, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. The shot will not fall.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Harris passes to Jerome. There's 1:17 left in the first. Lowry against Harris. Over Lowry. And the shot is long. Raptors leading by 7. Pass to VanVleet. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Gasol. Doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Harris against Siakam. Harris passes to Jerome. Here's Caruch. Passes it to Bembry. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Now Lowry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. Raptors lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Marcus appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Ed Van Vliet out there with Davis, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now here is Harris. 17 points in his last outing. All alone. And the shot falls short this time.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Here's Harris following the basket by Pascal Siakam. That shot off. Now here's Van Vliet. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Heat in Miami.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Here's Siakam. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Siakam's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the left wing. Here's Pinson. He's guarded by Davis. Pinson, that's good. Pinson's got his first points in this one. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Siakam outside. Gasol trying to free himself up. Pascal Siakam again. Siakam's got 6 in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here is Morris. The pass to Jerome. Shoots over Van Vliet. Jerome, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, covered by Morris. Count that one.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Doris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind. James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Durant.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
I had to look who
Now
was
about 3
available.
minutes gone in this second
And
quarter of
what I
basketball.
probably saw was James Ryan was basically available.
Waiters with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Here's Musa. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Friday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Boston Celtics.
And for that matchup against the Nets, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Now here's Van Vliet. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. On the wing, hits the front of the rim and out. Nets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Waiters. Now here is Morris. Here's Musa. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And on the way from Irving for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you.
You know, defense forgets about Morris and pays the price. He loves to score and can do it a number of ways.
And here is Siakam. 10 points for him. With the teardrop, and the layup is good. Siakam's got 12.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
KD with it. Now guarded by Siakam. With that shot, the Raptor lead is kept back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Durant.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
Now, here's Siakam. 12 points for him. Here's Boucher. He's guarded by Waiters. Good work there as it goes. Boucher's got his first 2 points of the night.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Irving passes to KD. He dishes it to Waiters. Floats one up. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Waiters got his first points of the game.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Now, here's Siakam. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Siakam. He's been dominant over the last month. 11th in blocks. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And trying to muscle up shots against him is tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector all season. Now, here is Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And now look at the point guards who have been taking matters into their own hands this past month. These are the top scorers at their position. Kyrie Irving is second.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And, you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one guard spot is what really sets them apart.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Right side, Kevin Durant. And that one drops for him. KD's got 4 points this quarter. Raptors leading by 13. Siakam outside. To the middle. Boucher kicks to Van Vliet. Siakam outside. On deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
How about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
Now Van Vliet, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Siakam. 11-point game. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Norman Powell checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. The Nets also changing it up. Caruth is checked in for Morris. Harris comes in for Musa. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Waiters. Nets trail by 11. Irving dishes to Harris. Pass to Bembry. Outside, KD. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Now here's Van Vliet. He kicks it to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. Sinks that one from the post. Davis. And the Raptors lead by 13.
And really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Irving finds KD. Back up. And the basket by Caruth.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Van Vliet with it. Davis in the corner. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors. Lowry comes in for Davis. And Brooklyn making a change here. Nets trail by 11. Durant, the pass to Harris. 1:36 left to play in the first half. Passes it to Pinson. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound, Nets. And Durant gets it to go.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Harris against Powell. Outside Lowry. There's the pass to Gasol. Fires from 14, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Nets trail by 9. Outside, KD. Pass to Karuch. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 to shoot. Here's Jerome. While recovering. Jerome, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Pass to Powell. Here's Lowry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
I hate to be the one.
11 seconds left here in the second.
Why is everyone basically going back?
Here's Jerome. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached halftime in this one. Toronto ahead. They're up by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. The first half was all about Pascal Siakam. He had 14 points and 4 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Toronto leading by 9. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Irving is out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Durant. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Musa in at the 3. Now here is Lowry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. And yes, it's good.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior. And it seems like every team is in search of the, quote, power wing. The guys that have the quickness to defend on the perimeter and the strength to battle inside. OG Anunoby certainly fits the bill.
Now here's Waiters. Jacks up a 3. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Waiters against Powell. Outside Lowry. Over Durant. Lowry, good. Lowry's got his first basket. And a 7'2" wingspan for Anunoby. He's got the reach, Doris, of a big man.
He does, Kevin. He also has the strength of a big man, but he's got the versatility defensively to guard across 4 positions. It's about finding consistent minutes for OG because the potential is there, Kevin. Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
And here is Siakam. 14 points for him. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Siakam's got 16.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Raiders on the wing. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Brooklyn with the ball. Musa passes to Waiters. Morris outside. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Now Lowry, scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And that one, good. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Irving kicks to KD. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Kyle Lowry third.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Toronto leading by 15. Now here's Powell. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Siakam left side. Powell with it. Over Waiters. Wow, way off on that one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Irving against Siakam. Irving drives in, and he banks in the layup.
If you get caught watching the ball against Kyrie, he's going to go right by you every time.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Left side Gasol. Over Morris. Gasol no good.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Irving dishes to Waiters. Back to Irving. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Lowry. Dishes it to Gasol. With the floater, here's Anunoby. Plays it up and banks it in. Anunoby's got 4 points this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Durant. Passes to Musa. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Musa's got 6. Raptors leading by 13.
And you talk about this market of Toronto, Doris, it's been slept on for a long time.
No doubt, Greg, this is one of the biggest markets in North America. The Raptors are Canada's team, a country of over 37 million people. The Raptors ranked 4th last season in attendance.
Pocket 2. Lowry from outside. Musa grabs the miss.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
KD on the wing. Fires from 14. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Powell on the wing. He's guarded by Waiters. KD against Powell. The pass to Lowry. from downtown, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
A moment here to see some numbers for Irving. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging 28 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And so the timeout by Kenny Atkinson here. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment.
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Here's Powell following the bucket by the Nets. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 13.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
And here's Irving. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. KD passes to Musa. Pulls up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Raptors leading by 13. Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Now Lowry. It's stolen. Here's Bembry. Lowry covering. Good on the bucket. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Gasol. Kicks it to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Over Irving. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Raptors with some changes. Boucher is checked in. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. The Nets making a switch here. Nets trail by 11. Here's Jerome. No points in the game yet for him. Harris outside. Six on the shot clock. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you.
Well, you put it away inside. Harris known for his distance shooting, but you love to see him willing to get inside and make easy ones.
Back to VanVleet. Outside, Davis. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Outside for Davis. Puts up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's Jerome. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harris trying to get free. Jerome, good. Here's VanVleet. 9-point game. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Gasol kicks to Boucher. Right side Davis. And he drops it in from the low post. Davis has got his third bucket of the night.
You know, they worked the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
Jerome passes to Harris. Here's Karuch, guarded by Powell. Here's Karuch. Up top, Morris. Pass to Bembry. Over Davis. And he can't bank that one in.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Now here's Van Vliet. Right side Gasol. Raptors need to get a shot up. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis. Nets trail by 11. Passes it to Jerome. Basket good. Jerome's got 4 points now in the quarter. Toronto with the ball. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Davis. Gasol against Morris. Gasol kicks to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Van Vliet. Takes the three. Bembry with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harris outside. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Eight seconds left to play in the third. Here's Van Vliet. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Raptors lead by 9. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 9 points. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Davis is out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Clock at 6. Karuch passes to Harris. It's over Powell. They get it back. And the basket by Karuch.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Powell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Over Harris. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Pinson, covered by Van Vliet. Pinson passes to Harris. From deep. Rebound by the Raptors. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
The Raptors making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Now here is Davis. Van Vliet with it. His three-pointers off the mark. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Waiters finds Morris. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Just a really good finisher inside. Morris showing aggressiveness at the point of attack.
And here is Siakam. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Pascal Siakam, the efficiency, the willingness to go ahead and pile up some points. Nicely done here.
Outside Irving. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Toronto. Musa, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Now Van Vliet passes it to Davis. Back to Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. And the pass to Boucher. Here's Davis. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Durant against Siakam. Tries again. And the shot no good, a bit short. Nets trail by 8. Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Waiters. Count that bucket. Raptors leading by 6. Here's Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Pass to Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. Shoots it up. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And Waiters kicks to Irving. Now the dish to KD. Morris outside. Outside Durant. Run deep. And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Toronto Raptors. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Irving passes to Durant. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. Toronto leading by 8. Now here's Van Vliet. Passes it to Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Over Morris. Brooklyn with the rebound. Waiters got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Morris dishes to Waiters. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Marc Gasol has checked in for Toronto. And the Raptors with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Lowry against Irving. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. 5 to shoot. Here's Anunoby, defended by Durant. Anunoby, good. Nets trail by 10. Raiders with the ball. Outside Irving. Shoots from 8. Got a hand on it.
I'll tell you, Siakam has the ability to intimidate offensive players. How about that one? Send it back.
Morris against Lowry. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Van Vliet. Offline with his 3.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Irving kicks to Waiters. And there's the pass to Durant. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
And the Raptors call time here. Well, Doris, you knew that his free agency would be one of the biggest stories of the summer. Everyone tried their best to land Kevin Durant.
And even considering the injury, anyone would be willing and able to take Kevin Durant on their roster. Why? Because when he's healthy, you become an immediate contender.
For our Jordan player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. And the teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last time out, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Brooklyn with the ball. After the Raptors pick up 2. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Durant. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Now, here's Lowry. It's Powell on the wing. Let's go. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets trail by 8. Outside, KD. Pass to Musa. Morris inside, covered by Siakam. Pass to Musa. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Waiters for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Now here is Lowry outside Gasol. Lowry against Irving. Lets it go from the wing. Lowry can't get it to go. And stolen by Siakam. Yep, that one goes. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. Nets trail by 10.
Hey, yo, get on Durant.
Outside Durant. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Here's Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes in there. Siakam's got 6 points in the quarter.
What I love is this guy gives you all-out effort every minute he's on the floor. Pascal Siakam getting second chance opportunity there.
Now here's Durant. And Brooklyn turns it over again. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Irving against Lowry. He kicks to Powell. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, that shot off the mark. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Toronto.
This is a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Pascal Siakam.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's KD after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. And Gasol sends it back.
Just great timing and great awareness from Marc Gasol. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clocking game. Now the pass to Lowry. Pass to Anunoby. Over Harris. And they turn over the 25. 4-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. Nine seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Durant, trying to get something going. Off target with that shot. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater efforts.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Mark, we know how important home court is, but especially for you guys down here in Memphis. What's the importance of defending that home court for the team?
Well, we need to win. We need to win, especially at home. Home is always important, and we need every single one of them.
Yeah, FedEx was really kicking tonight, and you guys made that happen. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.